Mullen looks to purchase electric last mile. What is happening, investors? It is your boy Jack. I am not a financial advisor. And Mullen is back in the news again, looking to acquire another company. Now, if you don't recognize the name Electric Last Mile, you more than likely will if you were investing through 2020 and 2021 in the EV industry. You may well recognize the ticker symbol ELMS. This was a company who went public via a SPAC. They did for a short while have some hype around them, but obviously they went bankrupt for numerous reasons that we will cover a little bit in today's video. Now, only earlier on this month, a couple of weeks ago, we got the news that Mullen acquired a controlling interest in EV startup Bollinger Motors. A few questions have to be asked here. One of them being, where is all of this money coming from? But today we're going to speak about it, and we're going to see if we believe that it's going to be good news for Mullen, or if it's going to put them in a tough position for the next couple of months and potentially next couple of years, again due to the cash that is being spent on these recent acquisitions. So to do that, we'll take a look at the news, we'll take a look at what exactly they get out of it in regards to IP, things of the likes. We'll take a look at the stock chart, see how investors are reacting, and we'll make our minds up on whether we believe there could be a short-term bull run here. But right before we do that, my friends, could I please ask you to hit that juicy like button? It helps me out an awful lot. Drop me a comment down below, let me know what you're doing with your Mullen position, and please, my friend, subscribe if you're new around here. All of that helps me out so much, helps with the YouTube algorithm, and it feels good, baby. So Mullen looks to purchase Electric Last Mile, okay? They've disclosed that they entered a stalking horse bid to acquire bankrupt Electric Last Mile for about $92 million, okay? Now, if you don't know what a stalking horse bid, all it is an initial bid on the assets of a bankrupt company. Simply put, that's what it is. The acquisition cost includes $55 million for Electric Last Mile's plant in Mishawaka, Indiana, and all inventory and tangible personal property, customer and supplier information, and certain intellectual property rights. Now, Elms went public, I believe it was at a $1.4 billion valuation. Don't quote me, but I believe that's what it was. And they're looking to purchase everything pretty much at this price. Now, they are also taking on $37 million worth of monetary liabilities related to assumed contracts. Now, look, I did try and go look into all of Elms IP, and I couldn't really find much on the internet. The most recent article I could find was this one. Elms files a patent application for Class 1 commercial EV frontal impact absorption design. Preliminary vehicle crash testing yields positive results. I want to get this video out nice and quickly for you. I'm going to try to dig into this one a little bit more, but I couldn't really find much initial information here. I personally would assume that the primary reason they're going after these is for intangible and property. You know, that's what they want. Mullen has paid a $5.5 million deposit for the purchase. Elms filed for bankruptcy in June when it's developing a commercial EV called the Urban Delivery. Now, this was less than a year after they went public. Yep, there it is, through a $1.4 billion SPAC deal. Meanwhile, Mullen, which has yet to launch a vehicle since its 2021 SPAC merger, faces its own troubles. Nasdaq warned earlier this month that the company could be delisted because the share price traded below $1 for 30 consecutive days. Again, they have some time to turn that around. There is, talks of a reverse split, etc., etc. I wouldn't be worrying about it too much right now, especially if you are just trading the company. And only recently, Mullen went out and acquired the controlling interest in Bollinger Motors as well. Now, this one did get investors quite excited initially, and if I show you our stock chart here, you'll see that not too long ago, early this year, March, the first quarter of this year, they were a $4 stock. When this news did come out in regards to the Bollinger, they were up again another 20-30 cents from where they are as of this moment in time. So there has been some big moves here, which is what keeps people coming back to these guys realistically. Now, there wasn't really much of a move off of this news whatsoever. They're up 0.67% on the day, which, yes, is beating the broader EV market. See chargepoint's down about 2.5%, lucid 1.7%, neo 1.3%. But I mean, it's not anything to write home about. I think the controlling stake in Bollinger is a much more important thing for Mullen right now than this newest thing that we've heard about. And I think that's why people haven't been, incredibly excited about it straight away. Just to recap, this was a $148.2 million acquisition. This gives Mullen a 60% controlling interest in Bollinger, as well as an opportunity to expand into the high-demand commercial EV space. Bollinger Motors is a Michigan-based startup launched in 2015 to make all-electric commercial vehicles for Class 3 through 6. So, I mean, a lot of competition out there. And then we got more good news from the company. Mullen unveils details on the Mullen 5RS high-performance EV Sport crossover. So they reveal specifications and provides a first-look image at the Mullen 5RS. A generational marquee high-performance EV sports crossover. The 5RS will join the second leg of the strikingly different US test drive tour in spring of 2023. Now, this vehicle here looks like an absolute animal, an absolute beast if you haven't seen it yet. The Mullen 5RS is an ultra high performance EV that will feature a top speed of 200 miles per hour and acceleration from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 1.9 seconds. The vehicle will be equipped with 800 volt architecture, all-wheel drive, a 2-speed gearbox, and over 1000 horsepower. Now guys, I just want to remind you, it's easy for anybody to come out there and say things. It's easy to come out here with a nice poster and some nice stats, but Mullen, this is still a far way away for Mullen's future, in my personal opinion. So is this news good? Well, I mean, it's hard to even know right now. First of all, it's not confirmed. Second of all, Elms did go bankrupt. Again, they're not taking over Elms, they're just taking over pretty much everything they owned. Investors clearly didn't seem to care too much, considering, again, not much of a move for the stock right here, guys. If anything, I think that this could play out well for traders. Obviously, right now, as I said, it's just a stake and horse bid. It hasn't actually gone through yet. On the day it goes through, if it is to go through, you could well see some volatility. Again, if we look at volume today, it's very low so far. Markets are open a couple of hours. Volume's at 20 million. Average volume over the last 10 days is 120 million. It clearly didn't get people absolutely incredibly excited. And you'll see if you go over to Stock Twitch, these guys, for the record, have over 50,000 watchers in the room. I mean, for such a small company, that is an absolutely huge number. You'll see message volume is pretty stagnant today. It hasn't gone up or down. I remember when the Bollinger announcement came out, the message volume went through the roof. They were actually trending on Stock Twitch. I believe there was a small period of time where they were the #1 trending stock here. So I don't think it's had the same effect, which, I mean, is gonna suck for the people who are in those short-term longs. Now, if we just go through it quickly, you'll see that the majority of people speaking in here are bulls. People are obviously going through the old Elms investor presentation. They say clients we inherited. You see Walmart's in there, IKEA, FedEx. And look, these are all good things, undoubtedly. But you have to remember that a lot of these relationships, I'm sure, will have fizzled out very quickly as the company did go bankrupt. And I also would like to say that the odds of a reverse split are getting higher. So make sure that if you are trading these guys in the short term, keep a close eye on your position. You know, protect your own position. If you are making nice money in these guys, whether it is to the upside or the downside, make sure to take some profits along the way, because this reverse split could have some effects that we can't necessarily call. It's hard to know if people are going to react well or poorly to that if it does happen. Now, in all fairness as well, guys, today is a bad day for the markets. Overall, markets are down. Ford came out with some really poor news for all automakers. You see pretty much every EV stock outside of Tesla is down. Well, some of them are in the green, but maybe that's why they're lagging behind. But again, that volume is just so low. But anyway, my friends, that was just a quick video I wanted to bring to you guys, just because I want to keep you guys up to date when news like this comes out. If you watch this video all the way till the end, you, my friend, are a true legend, and I really do appreciate you being here. From the bottom of my heart, your support, that means the world to me. If you did enjoy, could I please ask you to hit that juicy like button? It only takes 1 second, and again, it helps me out so much with the YouTube algorithm. Drop me a comment down below, and subscribe if you're new around here, so you don't miss any videos, baby. But anyway, my friends, I hope you all have a beautiful, blessed day. I'm going to see you for another video very, very soon. Peace.